Hi and welcome back. So I'll be sharing also how I make this gorgeous fascinator. So if you think you like this, just stay to the end and see how I create this in short and simple step. So the material I use here is Aso Oke. So in my previous video I showed us how I make the Alice band. So this is just a continuation. You can do it to check the other video. So right now I'll be marking 9 inches on the fabric. The length of my fabric is actually 60. That's my fabric is 60. So I'll be marking 9 inches all along till I exhaust my fabric. Just mark 9 inches. So you can increase or decrease. You will know after watching this video if you like to increase or decrease yours. So this is it. After marking, I have like 6 different space. I think you just get what I'm trying to say, right? So now that's it. I just have 6. So to get started, just take any side of the Aso Oke, fold it into two like you see me do, like the tip, so you can have this neat finishing. So this is the 9 inches we first marked. Okay, so just watch me now. I think this video is just more like you watching me and see what I do. You see the way I brought it. This other 9 inches, you bring it again to that 9 inches before. So just watch me closely. So I'm first of all I'm going to bring it before I now flip the remaining. So okay, because that's what I need right now. So if you think you might not be able to do this properly, you can just pin it down forward, but there is no need actually. So I'll just get my needle and thread. Use a matching needle and thread, please. So I'll use a chalk to trace out where I want to sew so we can see it properly. So the major thing here is just you gathering. That's what we'll be doing all through. Like there's no need to use your sewing machine. So if you don't know how to gather, what you'll just be doing is put your needle inside, put it to the back, put it to the front. Like it's just easy and simple. Okay, so this is it. This is like a bow. The first thing we created is just like a bow. Okay, so I'm just like trying to reinforce it so that it will be very secured. Okay, so now I'm going to continue again. So just take your needle and thread and just watch me. The next line you have, the next marking that you have on your fabric, just gather it. Like there is no special way of doing this. Okay, so just gather it, and when you are done, you just pull it. Just pull it. Like when you are doing your own, you know the best possible way to arrange it, because I can't give us like like a standard of how you should bend your fabric. No, besides you are doing it, you know the best possible way to place your loop. Now it's turning to a loop now, not a bow. The first one was a bow, but this one is like a loop. So after gathering it, you try to secure it by tacking it to the previous one you've done before so that it can be well secured. Then what you do again now, you take your needle and thread, look for the next mark that you have on your fabric, and then you gather it just the way you see me do. And that's what you'll be doing basically till you get to the end of your fabric. So I don't want this video to be super long. Okay, so I'll just go over and I will do the other ones and I'll come back to show us when I want to finish. But always remember, as you are doing this, after arranging it, like you are sure where you want to place your loop, always stack it like to the previous one so that everything can be firm and can be very okay. So this is me, I'm just picking a part of the one I've done before so that it can be secure and it can be well, can be neat, can be beautiful. So I'll just go, like I said, I'll go over and do the other one so that this video will not be too long, and I'll come back to show. So I'm almost done. So this is like the last one. So I have this small excess, so I'll just cut off a part of it. Just I left a little part so that I can use it to fold in the tip of the Aso Oke. Our work must be neat. Always remember, like, I need to work with you do here. So that aside, so that is what I'm doing now. I folded the tip like twice. Then that place that I folded, that is where I'll be gathering. So this is the last part of it. So all along I told us I have like 6 lines. So this is the last part. So if you want a bigger loop, that means you have to increase your measurement. For me, I use 60 inches. If you want something smaller, that means you have to reduce your measurement. And if you want a bigger loop, instead of using 999, you can use 10, 11, or 12. So I'm just trying to secure it now. Like I'm trying to take a part that I've done before because I want it to be neat and beautiful. So as you are gathering and doing everything, arranging, please make sure that your work is very neat. Okay, so I'm done. Like after doing everything, you can just arrange it and make everything to be neat. So that's it. I'm just still trying to pick it up, like tack it to the previous one again so that our work can be neat. So that's just it basically. We are actually done with this. So you can use your hand to arrange it later. So now this is the hairband I made in our previous video. You can do that to check the previous video. I'll drop the link so that we'll learn how to wrap our Alice band. So I'm just checking to see where I want to place it. How do I want to place it? Like which side should I place on the Alice band? So I think I prefer that the way I started from the one that I made with bow, the first one. So what I will do now, I'm trying to pass my needle and thread back downward. You know that I've been making loop, I'm trying to pass my needle now, like to that the first one I created. If you remember that one that has like a bow, so that it can be flat, it can sit down comfortably on the Alice band. So basically you can actually gum your work to the Alice band, but for me I'll be sewing it and I'll be showing us how I sew it. And that if you think you cannot tack it properly, you can put small glue. After it has stayed, then you just start tacking. So this is how you tack your work. Just since my thread is still super long, I'm going to be using that same thread. I'll just pick a part of my Alice band, then I'll pick a part of the design that I have. I'll go over again, I'll pick a part of that Alice band. You see I'm picking it, I'll just pick a part of it, like a pinch, as if I'm pinching the the Alice band. Then I'll go over again. Like we are doing this in no particular order. The main thing is that I just stack it, like as if I'm tacking it all around. So just stack it the way you think you can. Then I don't want this to be long like I used to say. So I'll just go ahead, I'll tag the new one of the camera, and then I'll just come back to show us what I have. So just make sure that your work is very, very neat. You see, though I'm taking my time, please, to show us. So please do practice, okay? And ask your question if you have any questions. So that's what I'm still doing. Make sure your work is neat. So now I'm done tacking. I'm trying to look for a way to finish up my work, because this design does not have flowers, does not have apples, but you can put if you want. So my work must be neat all around. So I pass it inside one of the loop. So I'll be finishing it inside one of the loop. So I pass it inside. You see the way it is. So I'm picking that place again. Like this work is tacking basically. So after I've gotten where I want to do it, I'll just knot it. I'll cut off the excess thread, and I'll knot my what's it called? I will knot my thread, and then we are actually done making this loop, or what we call it. Is it loop we should call it, or bow? I think I would prefer loop or bow. Aso Oke. So that's just it basically. Then I'll cut off my excess thread, and then like I said, you can use your hand to make the hairband to be more puffy and beautiful, like you can see me do. So that's just it. So please don't forget to like, don't forget to comment, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to ask your question. Okay, so let me just leave us with the video again. Do you see the video? It's so pretty, it's so beautiful, and it's nice. So comment, bye, and see you in the next video. Thank you.